Hello, good afternoon, everyone. It's episode 1053 of Brewing Live. It's our community service here at the Coffee Republic, our coaching hub, which is located at inside Pioneer Center compound along Pioneer Road, corner of Brixton and United Streets in Capitolio, Pasig City. And Brewing Live, we have been running this show or this episode and this season for the past 1053 episodes. So if you're looking for more contents, for more knowledge about how you can have a better life experience, then just do utilize the search function in our page and search for a topic that you have in there. And maybe you have some questions or you have some topics that you're able to resonate with, or we have some topics that you're able to resonate with, and you want to have a further conversation around it to help you in your journey, then just feel free to message us here at the Cup Republic. We'd be happy to have a conversation with you to help you out be mentally fit. Now, if this is the first time you're joining me, I am Life Coach Shaun. Joya. I am the man from Pasig City from Life Coach Philippines. I've been in the life coaching profession since May 2018. And one of the things that I've realized and I've learned through my journey of life coaching is it helps you gain control, okay? Gain back the control of your life so that you can fulfill your potential. Maybe you're someone who's going through life transitions right now in your career, in your business, in your profession, and you're trying to figure out what is it that I would need to develop? What is it that I would need to do? What is it area of my life that I need to uplift or upskill for me to be able to manage my life well? Then life coaching would help you out. If you are someone who's currently a parent right now and you have children, and your children is going through that year break, right? There's a theme right now of the yearly break, and your child is unknown or not sure what to do next about choosing a career path, a profession, or an industry that they want to be in. Then life coaching would allow them to really deep dive and find out what is it that they want, what talents, what skills, or what knowledge they have there right now that can be cultured, that can be developed, so that they can utilize it to find a profession that they can start monetizing. So if you know someone, if you have some friends in there, maybe you have a child right now who's going through that, then those are the people that I want to help. I want to help the next generations really start discovering the talent that they have that they can professionalize and monetize. I've been a father for about 22 years right now. My children, my daughter who's age 22 and my son is 18 years old, are creative entrepreneurs. They have their own business. We have been journeying for the last 5 years, and they've gone through a season in their life right now for a year, especially my son, which he stopped going to school because we wanted to figure out what is it that they wanted to do in life. And we went through the journey utilizing their life coaching process to identify what talent that they have, from learning about cars and eventually having this passion for leather work. So there is crafting leather works right now. From currently what he's working on is a wallet or a card holder. Then eventually he's going to expand that to a wallet and many, many more. If you want to know more about their work, feel free to visit their Facebook page, Creative Brewer Snoop. And, you can see all of their posts in there and some videos that they're sharing as well to help you, inspire you to become the person that you want to be, utilizing the talents that you have in there. So maraming salamat for joining. It's a Saturday afternoon. It's a good weather outside. No, we in Metro Manila, it has been raining for a couple of days so far by far, which is good. It just clears up the space and reduces some of the heat in there. How many of you have experienced the rain so far? Let me know. Coach C, thank you. Maraming salamat for joining. Coach Lynn, thank you for joining. Master Coach Jasmine, maraming salamat for joining. So take a look at the experience right now. For the last couple of days of rain, it has been a much better weather for the rest of us. Of course, it causes some traffic, and that's part of it, right? You win some, you lose some, but it's a fruitful experience. Now it's May 18th for everyone. You might be waking up, you might be a night owl or a day lark. If you are watching me in other areas of the world, whether it be abroad or maybe you're in the Philippines, but you're working night shift and you don't know, okay, what time is it? If you're supporting night shift or US account, you don't know what date it is so far by far. Let me just silent my phone. Then it's May 18th here in the Philippines. I'm located here in Metro Manila. And if you want to have a further conversation with us on life coaching and helping you out, find a better path. If you want to be able to live the life that you want to create, but you don't know what's the next step, then visit us at the Kapkapa Republic. As I've shared, we are located at Pioneer Center Compound along Pioneer Road, corner of Brixton and United Streets in Capitolio, Pasig City. And we're open from 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. from Mondays to Saturdays. So later, we're gonna have open mic with Coach Orville. So if you want to have a dining experience where you can sing, you can express to spoken word, maybe you have a poem in there that you have been wanting to share for some time already, but you're kind of fearful of sharing that, and you want to have an audience that is really there to support you, then visit us at the Cup Republic. Maybe you're a parent right now who is currently seeing your child, not really unsure what to go next. You're worried about their future. You're also worried about your finances because you need to pay for all of these different things. But you want to equip your child to be future proof and they can manage on their own. Then the Kapkapa Republic is the right space for you. We have the next generations in there. You can talk to my children, Master Coach Min child, and also Master Coach A's children, and have a conversation in there to see things from a different perspective. We also have other next gen in who's going through and visiting that location, and it's something that is really worthwhile for you and just have meaningful conversation. All right. Now, today's conversation for this afternoon conversation, I'm going to talk about sunset sips, and I'm going to discuss with you the joy of cold coffee and sunset. How many of you have experienced a moment in which you're just sitting down and there's a sunset in there and you have a cold coffee? I can relate with that. I can resonate with that clearly because it's something that I've done before, and it's something that would really just allow you to enjoy the present moment. You have a good view of the sun, you have a good view if you are in the beach or maybe you are in the mountains, then this is something that you can enjoy, right? You can enjoy the sceneries, you can enjoy the greens, you can enjoy the smell of salt water, and it is just a fruitful experience. It's just an experience in which you kind of are now more attuned towards how you're feeling, how you're thinking, and the way that your body is responding right now. And if this is something that is going to be, you feel that it's something that you can use, then you are in the right space. If you know someone that needs to have this kind of learning experience, I'm going to share to you 5 tips. All right. 5 simple tips that you can use to transition from a hectic day to a peaceful evening. Okay, a hectic day from a peaceful evening. And for someone who has been in the corporate world, I have been in the corporate world for more than 17 years. I think I'm turning 18 right now. And I've seen countless of people time and again, from parents, from working moms, from individuals who have put in their time and effort towards their work. It's unfortunate that there's, even after a long, stressful day, when they come home, they're still working. How many of you can relate with that? I can resonate with that because before, during the peak of my career, I would do that. Even if I go home, I'm still working. Even if I were with my friends, drinking, eating outside, I'm still working, still having my laptop, running around reports, sending information to other people, and it's quite a hectic day, right? And you can't seem to find that peace in the night after shift because you're constantly moving, right? Your brain is constantly processing. Your brain is constantly functioning. And I say functioning focused towards the work, right? You're focusing on the life that you have. And it makes for a much an ideal or not so good experience for you before you go to sleep. So how many of you can relate with that? You can resonate with that. Thank you. And thank you for the chat. Yan, Coach Kulin, usually kapag nasa beach, ang ganda ng view, no? It's a good experience. And it's something that we all go through, right? We go through that. If you're new in your work, if you have transitioned to you got promoted, or if you have a new project, or maybe you've moved to a new geo or a new location, it can be stressful for you. And if unmanaged, right? Unmanaged, and if we don't have someone to talk to, then it can be detrimental to us. And if you have children, also it can be detrimental to your children's mental health, and also to your spouse health. Okay. So what I'm going to share with you is proven science based. Okay. So this has research based that you can utilize, that you can implement. Some of this I've implemented in my life, which has worked. And if you want to be able to practice this, the mental model that I want you to use is the 10,000 experiment rule. Now, mental models is an explanation of how something works. Now, mental models are frameworks and concepts. And we've been learning mental models with Master Coach A for the last more than 2 years already. And it's connected towards Be Learning Society. And Be Learning Society is the tent maker of the Be Learning Homes for Mental Fitness. And every time we support that, every single month, we're helping Master Coach A build the mental health facility that helps individuals be mentally fit. And in return, of course, we get a food and beverage discount at Kappa Republic. We also get a 90-minute free coaching session, and also that mental model masterclass. And a mental model masterclass just simply it simply helps you simplify the way you think. Okay, it helps you simplify the way you think. It makes you feel better, think better, and respond better. So if that is something that is interesting for you, if that is something that you want to hone, if that is something that you want to develop, then feel free to message us here at Kappa Republic or connect with the number that you're seeing in the screen below, 0917-586-1661, to connect with Coach Rezzhel. And if you want to experience further conversation with us, just feel free to visit us at the Kappa Republic. Later, we're open at 5 p.m. So let's begin. 5 simple tips for you to transition from a hectic day to a peaceful evening. Number one is the benefits of coffee and sunset. Okay, lets you appreciate life. So if you are in a moment in which you have a cold coffee in there and you have a sunset, based on studies, it makes people feel that they have more time. So imagine that you're alone in there, you're just sitting down, you have the sunset with you, and you have a cold drink. It helps you be more attuned in the present, and it helps you become patient, right? Because you're now more appreciative of where you're at, what you have, and what experiences you had before, because you become less materialistic. You're not focused on your television, your mobile phones, your laptops, your devices, your car, and all of these different things that you have in there that you have been blessed, right? You're becoming less and less in that, and just appreciating a simple cup of coffee and the sunset that you have, which you don't have to buy, by the way. The sunset is just there. Just find a good space and you can sit down and enjoy. And of course, what happens when you spend a moment with a coffee in the sunset, it also makes you more willing to volunteer time for others. Because you have this further appreciation that ikaw nga nakaka-enjoy, di ba? You're able to enjoy that moment. How about the others who's constantly on the run, who's constantly moving, who's constantly overthinking? Imagine if you can help them out, right? It's a far better experience. So do this. What I'm sharing with you, the tips that I'm sharing with you, do this for the next 21 days. Take a look at it. Of course, if you don't have a good space in there, just find a good space so that you can start enjoying it. And maybe you have some planned vacation most recently. It's a vacation season right now, especially during the summer months. Then schedule that time already. All right. So with this, just ask yourself, what is missing in your life right now? What is it that's missing in your life right now that you want to be able to um, figure out? When you're sitting down, you have a cup of coffee and you're just taking a look at the sunset, ask yourself what's missing in your life right now. So that's a first tip. Second tip, coffee and sunset are like fuel for the soul. And it's like fuel for the soul because if you feel depleted, the best way, and proven, right? This has been based on research, the best way to reconnect is with nature. And what does that do? Of course, nature has its amazing ways for you to just stop, because that's what's missing in our life right now because of how the constant work is and how fast-paced the work is. We know AI has been transitioning. There are a lot of technology advancements towards automation and what have you, and this can be a situation in which we're trying to catch up, but as human beings as we are not able to cope up or catch up with technology. And the way for you to be able to make an assessment and prioritize that things that's important to you in the present moment that creates that beautiful future in beautiful future is to not be exhausted. So don't be exhausted, to make sure that you have the vitality for you to sustain your energy. Okay, so that's something that it's worthwhile. Be mindful of that. That when you are putting your time and having a cold coffee moment with the sunset, then remind yourself that this is a moment for you to re-energize. Okay. Now, when you're doing that, when you have a conversation, just ask yourself, what is one thing different that you can try today to reconnect with nature? Ask yourself right now, okay, what is it that one thing that I can do differently right now to reconnect with nature? If you're someone who is in the metro, this will constantly seeing buildings, maybe it's something to explore other areas where you have some gardens in there, right? Some big lawns, maybe some areas that has green. You can just sit down and have a cup of coffee and just have that moment. So that's tip number two. Tip number three is coffee and sunset makes you feel better. So that's a better experience. Remember a time in which you are just sitting down, you have a cold coffee or hot coffee in there, and it's a sunset. What was the experience like? Master Coach has been talk about stargazing, and I think it's one of the topic that she has at Brewing Life. So if you want to know more about there, do just search the function in there, because what happens when it's sunset, of course it's going to be dark, right? You would see some of the stars, you would see the moon as well, because it stimulates the pineal gland, which is connected directly to the eye that connects to the brain, triggering melatonin and serotonin. And I'm not going to talk about that in detail, right? I am not a doctor and it's not my expertise. But what I'm trying to say with you, because when you're stargazing and you're seeing the reflection of the stars or the light, then it activates a feel good hormone. Okay, it activates a feel good hormone. So if you've experienced a moment in which you're just sitting down and you're just sipping your cold coffee in there, taking a look at it, that is what you're experiencing. You're just experiencing a moment which you feel good, because you're now able to be in the present and you're able to control of what to look at, you're able to control what to sip, you're able to control where you're located, and it's a fun thing that you can do. So when you're in a situation in which you're stressful, when you feel that you're out of control, just ask yourself, what does success look like to you? Because when you understand what success looks like, then you will stop and make sure that you're focusing your attention towards what's really important, what's really crucial, and what's really vital for you and your future. All right. Now, tip number four is coffee and sunset slows down our perception of time, right? It allows us to slow down. Again, we're moving in a fast-paced world where technology is also so fast that we are unable to meet the certain requirements, the certain control points. If you slow down and you're forcing yourself, right? Coffee and sunset forces you to slow down. Time slows down as well. You appreciate the moment, you are allowing yourself to update a mental picture of your future, a mental picture of the future, because now you are intentional on changing what was and what is right now and what could have been. Okay, so that one gives you a different perception of life right now, that you're not restricted towards your past pains, your past memories of not so good, right? Either it can be in your work, in relationship, or your finances, anything in between that puts you in a state of transitions, then it makes for a life better. So if you want to change your life, for this tip number four, ask yourself, what do you want to change in your life? Think about the life that you currently have right now. What's just one thing? Just one thing. It can be, doesn't need to be highfalutin, right? It can be a small little thing, like I want to be able to work on a location in which I have more air. Yeah, very, very simple, right? That you can do. So you can start making the change, because having more air allows you to flow and you can breathe better. So just one thing to think about. And lastly, tip number five, coffee and sunset brings more satisfaction. Okay. Brings more satisfaction to the lives, because it now allows you, it also allows me to be grateful and appreciative of the moment. How many of you have been in a situation in which you've given your all, you've given your time, you're giving your treasure, you're giving your talent, but you don't seem to feel appreciated? How many of you have experienced that? I've experienced that. But again, that narrative of yours is just you. Or maybe it's just a moment in which you are in the wrong space. Maybe it's about time for you to move out of the space and finally have a space in which someone will celebrate you, but not tolerate you, because you know that that moment in time allows you to take a break from the negative thought patterns and the ruminations that you have right now, and finally have a much better conversation with people in your space. So ask yourself, what could make life easier, right? What could make life simpler? If that is the question that I would want for you to reflect on, and if this is something that you want to do, if you want to make your life simpler, I invite you to join us and visit our coaching hub at the Kapkapa Republic, as I shared, well located at Pioneer Center compound along Pioneer Road, corner of Brixton and United Streets in Capitolio, Pasig City. We have a coaching cards in there. Okay, we have HPDI, we have a mental health coaching hub, we have a leadership coaching cards, and more coaching cards that you can use. We have coaches in there. If you sit down, just tell them, hey, I watched this video from Coach Shaun, and it talks about coaching card. I'm currently in this situation right now, and I want to be able to get my perspective broader. Then ask for that. It's a session that you can do. Of course, it's a paid session. Just send your inquiries in there here at the Kapkapa Republic and have a meaningful conversation, right? Because at times we tend to live our life alone because people, not a lot of people in our space really understand what we're going through. But if we want to be in a space in which people understands even with the minute things and the way that you're responding and the way they're speaking, then it helps you out in your journey because you feel relieved. You know that this person understands you. You know this person really is there for you. You know this person doesn't judge you because this person is a professional friend. So if you're looking for a professional friend, Life Coach Field, the Cup Republic is there. Of course, we have our Life Coach certification program, which is in our Facebook Life Coach Philippines International. If you want to know more and want to be part of what we're doing as professional life coaches, just connect with Coach Rezzhel in the number that you see in the screen at 0917-586-1661. If you need help with life transitions, whether in the areas of your health, wealth, and relationship, if you want to plan that out so that you don't fail, and if you want to make sure that you are in full control of the kind of future that you want to create, I offer one-on-one coaching services related to life transitions. And if you want to know more about how you can do, I offer a complimentary coaching session. Feel free to just message my page, Life Coach Shaun Dihoya, or you can connect with me or add me in Facebook, Shaun Chong Dihoya. Let's have a conversation. Let me help you out in your journey and finally live a life more meaningful and fulfilling. All right. So, in closing, I'd like to thank you for joining us today and supporting our cause for mental fitness. I invite you to join us on our community events at the Cup Republic later at 9 p.m. That's going to be open mic with Coach Orbel. Have a meaningful singing moment with us and just enjoy the space and the people in the space as well. We also have Parenting Monday, Kapihan Nights on Tuesday, Habits on Wednesday, Prayer Night on Thursday, and a wonderful moment as well. Go in there if you want to have a moment of prayer to fix or deal with your financial struggles and challenges. Feel free to visit us. So it's a Thursday, but it moves towards a Sunday, a Friday morning. So if you could stretch, far better. If you're someone who doesn't sleep in the evening, you need to have further conversation, then you have in the right space. Now, if you're interested to become a professional service provider, either as a life coach or a mental health coach, just connect with Coach Rezzhel, 0917-586-1661, to learn more about the co-actively co-create life coach certification by Master Coach A. We're currently accepting applications for mental health certification and internship programs. So reserve your seats and have further conversation with Coach Rezzhel. I'm inviting you for another episode, a learning experience tomorrow. It's May 19th on a Sunday. That's going to be a quote with Coach Nard's Walk and Talk. Have a meaningful conversation with her and continue to learn. And once you learn something, please feel free to share it to bless other people in your place so that the knowledge flows, and as you teach, you learn as well, and you become better, and the retention improves in your life. All right. Maraming salamat for joining us. Have a great, great weekend ahead. Have a fruitful moment with your family members. Have a fruitful day with your child. Tonight, we're gonna have some sunsets as well. Take advantage of the day. Plan it out. And if you need help planning, this just message us here at Tika Coffee Republic, and we'll be happy to help you in your journey. Thank you for joining me, and we'll talk to you again soon for another episode of Brewing Live. Love, bam, boom. Thank you, and have a great Saturday ahead. Bye bye.
As a business owner, are you overwhelmed by the need to post beautiful, engaging content every single day? Are you left wondering what to write? Tired of scrolling through stock photos that all start to look the same? Confused by complicated graphic design programs? Rise Up Creatives is here to help. Each month, we give you everything you need to create 31 days of social media content in just 5 minutes a day. Customizable captions, curated lifestyle photos, a drag-and-drop graphic design tool, and the ability to post directly to your social media accounts. No one else empowers you with these 4 resources all in one place. Each month, we help you plan your social media calendar by providing you with 31 image themes and customizable captions so you can quickly and easily create engaging content and grow your following. Simply select the image that works best for your feed or story. Then, copy the caption and customize it to fit your audience. 5 minutes a day. It's that quick. Plus, you'll absolutely love our drag-and-drop graphic design tool. Start from scratch or choose one of our beautiful templates to fit your unique brand. When you're ready to export your design, you can download, email, or post directly to your social media accounts. Here's the truth. Our world needs what you have to offer. Don't let technology or procrastination hold you back. Rise Up Creatives is more than an online resource. We're a community helping you overcome your biggest barriers to reach your greatest goals. We're here to help you rise up and be creative.